welcome. Welcome to the channel of Mewtwo F. Today, this is a new season, Series 6, Season 6. Welcome to another exciting action-packed adventures of Series 6, Season 6, whatever you want to tag it in here. So for today, of course, I'm going to start you off. This is the starter deck. That's something to where if you feel like that you're having a hard time keeping up, having a hard time getting to the game, I will probably recommend getting some starter decks. This starter deck, well, because I still play the last few seasons, I have a playset of most of the cards that I need to play. But of course, it's gonna be a little bit harder once you're trying to keep track or keep yourself up to date on what's the next upcoming series. So we're gonna go ahead and start out in some cards that could help get you started. I would not recommend doing it in ranked matches, even for me. I'm not even doing ranked matches yet because I don't feel comfortable right now. I don't even have a place of all the cards right now. But at the meantime, I'm gonna just go ahead and start off with what I did. I ended up having about, I think, 1,600 gems or 1,400. I forgot the number. I spent about, actually, yeah, it was 1,600. So I spent about two starter decks, which was at 800 gems for this. So I spent it on this, and then I bought some promos. So I'm down with 290 gems. But just because I did that, I have to use the decks that I used from the past and combine it with the deck I have. So this is just showing you the deck list of the starter deck. Cards that you can look forward to are... You can go with Tamagami number 2. You take a life. Yeah, you can take a life from life to your hand. I wasn't using this much on in the turn part, but pretty much good to have if you want to resend it. I've been playing it different. I mean, I've been playing the deck differently. Not when I'm playing this, but I've been playing it a little bit differently here. Let's see. I have 2 more rests. I need to start using these kind of cards, but anyways, so I grabbed a playset of this, and then I got a playset of this, but I think I was running 2. I'll show you the deck profile right now. This is what I started out with. So this is what I got. It's a little bit of a combination of what I got from the past series and put them together. So, of course, we're going to start you out with the Bomas for Awakening, as well as drawing some cards when you get 3 drops or more. You got the draw, or yeah, you got the draw. I forgot what they call the Kendrick. Or yeah, forgive me. I try to get to these new words, but yeah, we got more cards, more fillers. Go with that, we got some Awakening cards, we got the Friezas, we got the Tamagamis. So you got like some chances to awaken your leader. Of course, right now it's been kind of slow of what and how I was playing. So it didn't get to where much of it was slow. Most of it was in the middle of the game. But there is something somewhere around there. But of course, there were times where I even played the Buhan, and the Buhan pop some cards, make the opponent lose some cards on hand, and of course, there was that on losing cards, and of course, pressuring for attacks. I have the Goku for making sure the cards that are arrested don't get a chance to be active on the next turn. We got the Vegetas for dual attacking and popping some cards. We got Friezas that can help take care of some problem cards too, as well as the same effect as using the Vegeta, minus the resetting part. At least it's there as a 30k beat stick. Tap 2, pop a card, which is not KOing the card, not destroying the card, but just sending it to the drop. Then we got the Double Strike Kid Buu. That's just for the finisher of the game. And then we got the starter Vegetas, mini Vegetas, to do the same thing as what this Vegeta does, except it's also dual attacking and you're popping a card that's 4-drop or less. And, you know, building up pressure, 30k, 25, 30k, 35k double strike. A lot of pressure to go around. And then, as for what we have right now, we decided to go with Death Balls and Results of Training. 15k. I would have played the other extra cards, but I want to play it so because right now I don't have the cards. I'm not comfortable with what's going to be like with the ranked battles, but we will see. I'm going to start getting some cards in on Thursday. Of course, we just have to wait and see and go from there. But other than that, if you enjoy watching, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to do my best to play as much as I can. I mean, I am a very busy person. I'm enjoying my job right now. Loving my job. It feels like a new refresher. I've been feeling so positive with my life with the job so far. But of course, when I'm on my off time, I would play this and go from there. But of course, other announcements other than playing the Fusion World, I'm going to be starting to do other activities to my YouTube as well as Livestream. Livestream, it's going to be Fusion World. We're going to keep it the same for now. We're going to be, for off stream, I'm going to start playing different kind of games, make videos of it. I've been lazy. I'm going to admit it that much. I need to start, I mean, moving on from other games. I probably have to move on from playing this. I mean, not as much, but to the point where I need to focus on other games, you know, just to keep the entertaining alive. You know, sometimes you gotta do some like different spices, different sauces, different meals. You gotta try something different, not the same kind of blend taste every now and then. So, Fusion Worlds, it's still gonna be around. I'm still gonna upload videos. It's gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I probably will focus on other games to go with it. I probably may have to play around on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday part, but I will see where that goes. More likely it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. It just depends on what my mood is with the different videos. I do have to catch up on other games and go from there, but other than that, I'm going to upload 2 matches just to see for some of you to see how this deck has been played. Like I said, I'm not recommending this deck. Like, I'm not gonna recommend this deck for ranked matches. But if you want to have something a little bit casual, a little bit slow, play this deck. See how that goes. If you want to start out with something fresh, a little bit of a starter deck fresh. If you're new to the game, I will highly recommend getting this starter deck to get you going. More or less, I will probably recommend that you go with this starter deck and then you go for the Frieza starter deck and try to mix it around because you do need some of the Awakening cards. You definitely do need to get the Frieza because this is a starter deck from the starter deck Frieza. I recommend that, but like I said, it's better that you grab one of each because you're gonna get a bonus for each one. You get about 3 of this, and then of course like 3 of that. Only downside is that you're probably gonna have 2 of the Friezas, but it's a good start to go with. And then for double strikes, you're not gonna be seeing Boos, you're not gonna see Buhans, so you're gonna probably have to start out with gonna probably have to start out with, of course, the Double Strike Golden Friezas and all that. But I'll probably will make another video on that. We're gonna focus on this video with what I have. I face a Broly BR and a starter Vegeta. So I'm gonna display that. We're gonna show that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think that's all I have to say from here. A good 10 minutes work. And other than that, I hope that you enjoy watching. Let's go ahead and transition to those matches. And I will see you on the next video.
この俺が相手をしてやろう。かかってきやがれ。この俺が相手をしてやろう。 この俺が相手をしてやろう。この俺が相手をしてやろう。俺を止められる。この俺が相手をしてやろう。